Hello, welcome again. It's MrScaryMuffin. We're taking a look at another game from that Eevee friendly, and this is the game that made me stop playing. I played only 10 games out of a possible, I think, 30 or 40 games that you can play during the event of this one. I think you could play 10 per day, and it was a 3-day tournament. And yeah, Mackenzie here is my opponent. I'm going to start off with my usual. I usually mix it up between Vaporeon, Espeon, Flareon, and Jolteon. My Umbreon and my Sylveon. In fact, I didn't play my Sylveon once at all throughout the entire time. I did bring in Umbreon every now and then. So, got the Magic Bounce to prevent the T-Wave. It bounces it back, does nothing to anybody. He uses Wish. And I throw out a Swagger and it misses, and that really sucks, because I just want to Swagger all the things. Sylveon's going to get Calm Mind up, and I just realized right now that I don't have the animations, battle animations, but that's actually really good because this battle is super long. I have to stress this. I actually ended up stalling out the final 2 games just to guarantee the victory. Spoiler alert, but essentially, I'm trying to get my strategy going on here, as you guys might have noticed from last turn. I'm going to get the Wish up, but at first I'm confused, but I still get my Wish up, so that's good. And then I am going to eat a Thunderbolt, but I really don't care about these things because that Wish is going to heal me up completely. Flare Blitz, once again, it's going to one-hit KO anything that it does not have like a lot of defense bulk placed into it. The things that might have defense bulk would be Umbreon, Vaporeon, and sometimes maybe Sylveon. My Sylveon was defensively built. Brings out his Vaporeon, and Vaporeon's a problem for me because I have to use Facade and I have to take a lot of damage. But I do get to confuse on him this time, and he's going to get Ice Beam off. My screens are extremely helpful. My Espeon has a Light Clay on it, so my screens last for a very long time, and they're extremely helpful. Sylveon slaps himself, so I'm very thankful for that. Get the Flare Blitz off, and now I am very quickly up 2-0. And I play a little bit poorly here. I think if I preserved a Flareon as my sweeper, I would have done much better. But I was like, you know, I could just take care of one of them and I'll be fine. But instead he switches over. I'm going to get my... Oh, he snaps out of his confusion. This is the thing that pissed me off the most, was that I confused him and he was only confused for 1 turn. And instead, I hit myself in confusion. It did do no damage because leftover is just going to heal that back up. He sets up his Wish. I fail my Wish again. I'm just trying to get a Wish up so my Flareon can actually go and do a move. Umbreon's going to use Confuse Ray, but I'm already confused. But now I snap out. Great. Get the Wish up, finally. And I'm going to make sure that I get healed because I don't want to get surfed by the Vaporeon. Also, his Wish came out as well, so it didn't even matter. Trying to get the Swaggers. Umbreon is going to show the substitute. His entire team is a stall team, and it's ridiculous, guys. I can't stress this enough. I decided to switch out for the Jolteon. I don't have Umbreon in the back. Otherwise, I would have used the Umbreon. My Umbreon has Taunt, which would have avoided all these Wish shenanigans. And I think after this match, I did play maybe 1 or 2 more, and I made sure I brought Umbreon every single time, just in case of this things happen again. It was a pain in the butt, I tell you. And of course, I'm paralyzed as well, so parafusion, definitely no fun. I only have like a 33% chance of actually doing anything on my turn with Vaporeon, and it's bad because Vaporeon is my only Wish user. I actually had to rebreed it to get Wish because I didn't realize that Wish was an egg move. But apparently my opponent knew that Wish was an egg move because all his Pokemon has Wish. If you might have noticed, I think his Jolteon had Wish earlier, his Vaporeon has Wish, his Umbreon has Wish, and I would not be surprised if his Sylveon had Wish as well. So my Jolteon is taking damage here, which is actually pretty bad because I need this Jolteon to take out his Vaporeon. This Vaporeon is a huge threat to my team because it can knock out my Flareon. My Vaporeon can't do anything to it. If I can take out his Vaporeon, I can deal with his Umbreon pretty easily because the Umbreon wouldn't be able to hit me back very hard or resist my attacks. My Jolteon is taking so much damage. I keep hitting myself in confusion. It sucks a lot. And like I said, status effects are huge in rotation battle because they stay on the field forever, especially if you have no more Pokemon in the back to switch out. And unfortunately, take a huge hit there, but oh good, I still have the Wish, so I'm still alive. get that wish passed over. But yeah, you can see now Toxic, of course, continues to stack, and it's going to do a lot of damage. Of course, I kill myself in confusion. Jolteon didn't even do a single thing at all. It just slapped itself silly. Ah, so frustrating. And there's no opportunity for me to switch out my Flareon to reset that Toxic timer. So Flareon's going to continue taking more and more damage in between every single turn. And I don't think he's hit himself that often. I think I've only seen like 2 times he's hit himself in confusion. And of course he snaps out on the first turn again, whereas my Jolteon just continues to slap himself silly. It was a very frustrating battle, I have to tell you guys that much. and definitely I can see why some VGC players don't like playing singles as much, and you guys probably see why I don't like playing singles as much as I rather play in doubles, just because things like this don't make as much of a difference because you have a lot more options when you have 2 Pokemon to work with. But it failed because of his substitute. Cool. Oh, and I'm confused again. For some reason, when I went into this, I thought Confuse Ray was 50% accurate, but it turned out to be 100% accurate. And I think it was John who had a really crazy team during the U.S. Nationals, where he used Confuse Ray on his Sableye, so it had Prankster priority, and then he paired that, and again he snaps out right away. Jeez, and he paired that with Mega Gengar, so he he just Shadow Tag trapped them into that Confuse Ray, and so they stay confused and they can't leave as well, and that was really crazy. And of course my Flareon goes down, so that was actually kind of foolish. I mean, I should have let it healed up a little bit more and then try to do a bigger hit. And I think at this point we still had like 10 minutes left in the game or something like that. I'm still trying to confuse it, and he's still being able to attack through confusion. I am actually extremely thankful that my Vaporeon was paralyzed by his Jolteon earlier on, because that means that it can't be toxic. And I get his Vaporeon so close. Oh, but he's going to use Protect. I think I read his Protect because his played his Wish and I knew he had a Protect, so I'm just like, I'll just set up my screens again during your Protect round. This is actually really risky for me to confuse Umbreon, but I think at this point I knew that Umbreon had Wish, Toxic, Substitute, and another move. I can't remember what the last one, and Confuse Ray. So I knew it had no attacking moves, so my Espeon was pretty much safe. But that Toxic timer puts a timer on my guy, and I didn't PP max any of my Pokemon because I didn't think I really needed it, because I felt, you know, Flareon's gonna clean up whatever. So I only had 10 wishes to work with, whereas my opponent had a minimum of 20 wishes to work with, and potentially 32 if he had PP maxed them up as well. So I was actually running dangerously low on wishes later on this match. And we're both basically trading wishes, and what I ended up doing was try to wait out as long as I can before I use a wish. If I lost a Pokemon at any time here, I would lose for sure. And in fact, I thought that maybe his Umbreon and Vaporeon would actually have more HP and thus would win the tiebreak, but I never give up, never surrender. I'm gonna play for the best I could to win as much as I can. And so I just continued just stalling out, because he stalled out and I really couldn't see a way for me to kill him, and I also couldn't see a way for him to kill me. So basically I played for that tiebreak and hoped that it would come in my favor. And of course it doesn't help that I was confused and I had the paralysis that's hurting me. Oh, Water Absorb, thank you. He's actually still using Scald ill-advisedly, which is kind of interesting. I would almost just use Ice Beam if I were him, just because Scald has the potential to heal my Vaporeon. But yeah, he keeps attacking. It gets so close, but I get that wish passed off. Thank goodness. You can see the Toxic is dealing like 20 damage to me now per turn, and he's very wisely staying off of his Umbreon so that the Toxic doesn't tick down on it as fast. And I know with my Espeon healed up, I can just stay up and just continue firing Ice Beams. He takes a chance here to try to do some damage, I guess. He's gonna switch off, and yeah, it doesn't really matter if he takes damage because of that wish anyways. But I need to get my light screen up just so I can survive. Umbreon gets up a substitute. That's actually a bad idea on his part because he's not gonna heal up that heal off that thing as fast as he thinks he will. Look at all that damage. Both of us going down from poison here. I think both of us gonna try to go throw a wish up now. Yep, he throws up a wish. My Vaporeon is paralyzed and I'm freaking out. I need this wish to go up. I need this wish to go up. He throws out a confuse ray and now I'm confused as well. And I hit myself and I'm like, no, I need this wish to go up before time goes up. This is vitally important to me. This is pertinent to my interests. His poison's still going down, and I think he's trying to rotate, but it's actually a bad idea for him at this point, simply because oh gosh. Simply because every time he rotates, he gets ticked down even more. And you saw, like, even though he had the wish heal all the way up, his Toxic brought him almost to half his health again. Yes, I get out, and I get my wish up, and I was gonna wait until the very last turn. I think I stalled out this turn a little bit, and I stalled out the next turn. I just waited the full, I think you get 1 minute to punch in your commands. So I waited the full minute. I'm like, no, I'm gonna do this. And yeah, it takes a lot of damage, but not as much as the Umbreon took, actually. So his ticker is way worse than mine. Things are getting tense, and I think at this point I'm in a better position than he is. Even though I can't do anything, he can't hurt me at all, because both his Pokemon, well, his Vaporeon can't do any damage except with Ice Beam, which I heal back up myself. And then times run out, and I win. Yes! His Vapor and his Umbreon had no damaging attacks and only had Toxic, which didn't work because I was paralyzed. So I was really actually thankful for that paralysis from the Jolteon, because I think it saved me. If that Toxic had gone on to the Vaporeon instead, I probably would have lost way too much health to recover, and I would have had to burn all my wishes on that. But yeah, that was a frustrating, long, stallish battle, and I was like, I do not want to do this again. And I was prepared to just leave any game from this point on. But I wanted to get this one for you guys on camera, and so you can see why I probably didn't play that many games in this format. But yeah, there you go, Eevee format. Woo! Alright, and you can probably see why I probably won't do singles games anytime soon in the future either, just because of the potential for these stall tactics to appear, and I'm just, no thanks. Anyways guys, thanks for watching. See you guys next time. If you liked the video, click that thumbs up button down there. Ciao.